Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Nook podcast. I'm your host as ever, Peppermint Midnight, joined once again by the Obsidian Nook, who once again has a mouthful of chocolate and nearly choked on it seconds before we started recording.
Hello.
And what a way to kick off the Halloween special by having a gobful of candy. Anyway, happy Halloween. It's not Halloween as of recording, it is about 4 hours away from Halloween. So it's Halloween Eve, if you wish. If you've been following, as you may know, this is the one I've been bigging up, if you wish, for the last few episodes for Halloween, which is suitable for because it's set on Halloween night. So that's about all you'll get because she's eating Jazzles. If you're not familiar, probably because of America, they are little. She just missed. Little white chocolate buttons with, I don't know what you want to call them. I call them hundreds of thousands. Yeah, but is that what other place would call them?
Sprinkles?
Sort of sprinkles. If you don't know what hundreds of thousands are, look them up. So yeah, we're doing trick or treat. I don't know what you want to call it. It's the guy from Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. It's the guy from Fortnite. I'm surprised he's not in Fortnite, to be honest. But yeah, it's little pumpkin boy, Sam, as he is known. I don't think he ever actually has his name in said in the film, but except for the credits. The spirit of Halloween, if you wish, that literally cannot be killed if he even is blown away by a shotgun.
It bothers me that he didn't die.
He can't kill the Halloween spirit, babe. Because he's a pumpkin man. So, if you don't know if you somehow don't know about pumpkin, that is a bunch of disabled people being asked what their favourite vegetable is. One goes, pumpkin! That's gonna be really loud. Apologies, headphones users. So, yeah, we're doing yet another anthology film, if you wish. It's one sort of big story, but lots of little stories. The last one we did was The Ballad of Buster Scruggs, not that long ago, funnily enough. That was a bit more anthology-y, if you wish, more in a traditional sense of it's loads of individual stories, whereas this wraps around a larger narrative, if you wish, because the characters cross over between different scenes, particularly the robot lady, who's basically in the start and the end as the main focus. But yeah,
It's quite clever how they filmed it.
It is clever because it's all set on the same Halloween night. Yeah, it's all connected. Yeah, so several stories of differing events. Obviously, it's not just like a slasher like Halloween or Friday the 13th. You've got werewolves. You've got not vampires. You've got little zombie kids. You've got a murdering principal.
It was kind of a bit disgusting because
Please stop eating while we're recording this, I beg you.
is it the principal who killed the
Who killed a little fat kid by poisoning his chocolate with cyanide? Yes.
and then he just throws up chocolate and then it's blood and it's disgusting. Like I nearly threw up.
It is absolutely grim. And then he cuts his head off to make it into a jack-o'-lantern. Which is, as you can imagine, very pleasant.
Oh, don't worry, he get his comeuppance.
He does get his comeuppance right near the end of a different. He is the vampire.
But he killed another one, didn't he?
Yeah, he killed some other little boy, who I believe is one of the ones that knock on the door, and the bus driver scares him off with the dog. He had a similar costume. But yeah, he stomps that little kid and then whacks him with a shovel, which is pleasant. But yeah, also he makes a jack-o'-lantern out of that fat kid's head using with his son.
I thought he was going to kill his own son. That did have me for a minute until
get pranked.
It wasn't, and I was like, wait, what?
Yes, it's all about misdirection. But yeah, so you've got a murder in principle. You've got the school bus, where basically parents paid a bus driver to drown their disabled children, implied disabled, because they were not normal. I don't know, I can't remember the exact words, but they got sick of them and then paid him to dump them in a quarry. Yeah, so that was nice. And they turn into zombies that kill a bunch of kids, off screen, albeit. You should hear a lot of wet squelching and screaming. And then they eventually go back and kill the bus driver after Sam fucks him up pretty good and doesn't kill him because he needs his comeuppance from, well, karma, basically. You got the werewolves. Lots of little hints there.
I did twig to start with.
The main fact that, well, the kids from the earlier scene hears werewolves. What the main character is dressed up as Little Red Riding Hood. So, and they go on about the runt of the litter and stuff. There's subtle clues if you pay attention. It's clever. Because it's weird because they all wear, like, Disney princess costumes, but she's in Red Riding Hood. So, what the choice was there rather than thematic, I don't know.
And again, it was a bit disgusting because they just literally peeled, like,
They, like, stripped their skin off like it was gloves. They were just peeling it off. It was...
So it made me question, like, does it come back?
Do you think it comes back like one big scab that they pick off to make it look better?
I hate the fact that I'm curious about how that works.
But
it's just how they peel it off, like, as you say, like a glove. And then their true form comes out, and then it's like, well, hang on a minute, how do they get back to human form again?
Well, you never question that with other films that are werewolfy, do you?
I think it's because the way that the skin came off.
Yeah, that was
I've
nasty.
never seen that. Because normally, like, when a werewolf transforms, it kind of...
The hair, like, grows out over their skin, doesn't it?
Yeah, as this time it was just heel, like a...
Like
orange.
a glove, yeah. That was like a banana, to be honest.
Do you know what I mean?
It was grim,
it's
yeah.
just got me curious. I was kind of, like, disgusted and curious at the same time.
Lots of off-screen kills there as well. Different characters that they've seduced along the way, a couple of background bodies.
And then we had that the principal was like a fake vampire, and I don't understand how he was able to bite the first
Yeah,
guy.
that girl, he bites in the neck and then...
Because, like, we all know that if you're buying plastic teeth, especially vampire plastic teeth, they're not gonna be sharp.
Yeah, I don't know how he actually kills her, though. Because he doesn't. He sort of licks her, and that's creepy. But
They were kind of making out, and then
it was like neck kissing that turns into neck biting. But
she had the blood going down her arms and down her legs, which indicated to me that she had been bit on her legs and on her arms. That's why I started, like, getting like, well, hang on a minute.
But then she still had enough strength to run towards. It was very much. I Know What You Did Last Summer, where Daphne, as she will be known, Sarah Michelle Gellar, gets killed right next to the parade. It very much is. It's probably an homage to that, but that probably wasn't that long before this film. I don't know. I'd look up the dates once we've reviewed it, and it's all getting edited. So, yeah, very much that. She just gets killed by him somehow. Blood just falls out and she dies. It just happens. It's not important. It has no relevance to the plot in
It's
any
not
way.
important, but
He
it
kills
just
some
makes-
random side character that then he disappears.
But it just makes you question how it's done, because again, he then bit the Little Red Riding Hood, and then she managed to just, bomb drop him onto the ground,
I mean, she is a werewolf.
which was kind of cool.
Yeah,
And broke his leg.
that was nasty. And then he's like begging for help, and then it's like she makes it out like she's gonna seduce him, and he's really confused. And then obviously the werewolf transformation happens. Yeah. Yeah, obviously Sam is a little pumpkin boy with a sack on his head. He's all over the cover art. It's got quite an iconic look to him. I found it very funny running around Modern Warfare 3, the new one, with a lollipop that was like golden and the chocolate bar knife. It makes no sense if you haven't played it. This is dumb era Call of Duty that we hopefully will see the end of soon now that Battlefield exists. But he's around, he basically just appears to make sure that people are following the rules of Halloween because he kills the robot lady for being a Debbie Downer, basically. He's around, he checks everyone, he makes sure people get their karma. Like as mentioned, beats the fuck out the bus driver and then leaves him to get killed by the zombie kids that somehow dragged their asses all the way to his house from the quarry that's miles away. Yeah. Have we missed anyone? Any topics?
No, I think we
The zombie kids is pretty basic. They go to the quarry, they tell the story of how they all died, blah blah blah. And then they all play a prank and then they get killed by the actual zombies. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty grim. There's lots of some are better than others in how they're set up and how they actually are portrayed, if you wish. So the actual it's got some have got good setups, but they're just a bit like the woman at the start. Stop eating the chocolate woman. I know you're in the Halloween spirit. Sam will come get you.
I wasn't
He won't.
doing nothing.
She says with a gob full of chocolate. Mom. I put cyanide in them. You're gonna throw up white chocolate. Constantly, just a geyser of it. Yeah, so... like I say, it ranges in relevance. Like, the whole bit of the principal being a not vampire was ultimately pointless. I mean, he kills kids because he's a prick. Somehow he has children. He has a child, I should say. And is a principal, and he's just murdering kids. Not his first. Excuse me. Him being a vampire, or not vampire, whatever, what was the point? I don't actually understand that. Because other than that, the stories are like, okay, that's pretty cool. I think they just needed to link the werewolf story up with the main, overarching night, if you wish. But they couldn't think of anything else, so they just made him... If they were just like, alright, this vampire dude is just a guy that then gets picked up by the werewolves and then killed by them.
Well, it makes me question, you can have a werewolf, but then the vampire wasn't real.
Yeah.
But werewolves aren't real, so...
Or are they? What? Happy Halloween! I hope it's not full... Oh, I'm kidding. Anyway, go on.
I feel like they could have used the vampire plot, you know?
Again, they should have made him not the principal and just made it a vampire and have the werewolf kill him. It would have just made more sense. Or just have him be a dude that's just killing people while dressed as a vampire. It just makes more sense to me than just having him be the principal again. Just have the principal be a murderer that you wonder how he's in a job where he teaches kids, you know?
Makes me wonder if he sharpened those plastic teeth.
Possibly, but they didn't look anything...
Because I've just now twigged that he said earlier on in the film that he had to get another knife because the current knife he was using is blunt, which makes me wonder if he was sharpening plastic teeth to give him rough edges in order to break into the skin.
Possibly. I don't know. It's just theory. It's just a theory, a game theory. It's not.
Well, it's just a theory, but he's carving a lot of pumpkins and heads and doing a lot of killing, which makes me think that he may have.
And if he had the knife, why didn't he just stab the women? Just be done with it. Or is it? It's probably for plot reasons where it's like, oh, who's the mystery man, and then it's the principal. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. It doesn't make a lot of sense. But other than that, the rest of it's quite good. The different stories Even if the old man bus driver was a bit of a stretch to try and like fit it in, it would have been fine with just the zombie kids and the normal kids, you know. I don't think we needed the bus driver, but other than that, it's good. I like Sam. He's become a bit of an icon in his own right. Bless him. He needs more recognition, to be honest. He could just have a horror film on his own, really, where he doesn't need all this like. Are you upholding the rules? No, then let the other monsters kill you, you know? But he's a little pumpkin boy with a chocolate bar with a razor blade in it and a lollipop. It's very weird.
Sorry,
I didn't mean to cough. Bro, this show doesn't get edited, you just cough, it's just what happens. But yeah, other than that, I think that's about it. We've had a little talk about everything. Everything sort of wraps itself up quite nicely, except for the vampire dude. What was the point? Could have just cut that out of the film, but anyway. Because the robot lady at least made sense, because it's to set up why Sam does what he does. He's there. Why he's there is to enforce the rules. It makes sense. She's there to show why Sam exists in the first place, whereas the vampire principle just have it be two separate things. But yeah, other than that, I think that is about it. Unless you have anything else you want to add? No. You talked. Most of it was for a gobful of luxury confectionery, white chocolate, jazzles. I'm surprised they were actually allowed.
He isn't going to scoff the other half of them after this.
Yeah, whatever. You've still got exactly the same thing, but in star shape. You're probably going to eat most of them and go, "Oh, sorry, babe, I forgot to give you some."
No, I never.
Nah, it's not like I went to a supermarket brand that we shan't name and you made me get you chocolate. You made me, it's my money, and then you used your own card. You get paid tomorrow. Anyway.
Don't even.
Thanks for screaming down the headset while laughing.
I don't even have to be in this relationship.
No,
I can just take a break from this relationship.
I could do a review. I could do a review, say you were in it, and just have one conversation with myself when you do the entire other bit. Or I just talk, and at the end I go, "Is there anything you want to add?" And I just go, "No!" And then that's it. Then I go, "Oh, your links are in the description, bye." There you go. Then I go, "Best kill, worst kill," and you go, "Oh, yeah, actually, I think it should be that guy." Yeah. Anyway, speaking of best kill, worst kill, to wrap up the Halloween.
If you don't get a video from him within the next 24 hours, he's under my patio. I'm joking.
The joke is that I get all the money on Halloween, so she doesn't know any of my details. She doesn't even know my name! Anyway. Anyway, speaking of best kill, worst kill, I think the best kill can easily go to the fat kid. Just because the vomiting of the chocolate/blood is disgusting, and then the severed head with the implications of carving it into a jack-o'-lantern. You said you'd help me with the eyes. And the worst kill,
I'm gonna give it to the principal, because considering what he's done.
I mean, he was mauled to death by werewolves, though. That's
but
pretty
we didn't
cool.
really see it, though.
Yeah, but the principal we see, the dead bodies around the campfire, we do not see. Because they aren't even werewolves by that point. They're still people, but everyone else except the principal is dead. Is then the principal sees everyone turn into werewolves, and then they kill him. So did they... Which goes back to the question...
But then again, should have had
the bus driver...
Because he killed children.
Yes, but he does get his comeuppance in that end shot where it's like in a comic book of him getting ripped apart. Which is cool, it's artistic. But going back to the campfire bodies, if they're saying that they turned into werewolves and then killed all the people except the principal before they got there, how did they turn back into human beings and put all that? Did they pick up all their skin flaps and pull it back on? Yeah, exactly. Or did they kill them by like stabbing them or something? It's just dead bodies, you know. And I was going to give it to the kid that gets smacked in the fucking grave along with the fat kid's corpse. But at least there's a bit more oomph to it rather than just an off-screen kill. I mean, you can give it to the principal if you want. Your choice. I mean, I'm just going to give it to all the bodies at the campfire.
Actually, I want to change my. Give it to.
No, I'm going to give it to woman who gets her blood sucked by principal because I still don't get how that works.
It's true.
Because at least the others you can make guesses, whereas we're literally pulling. He sharpened his plastic fangs with a knife.
That is very true.
She can have it. Random woman on the street. Yep, we've come to a conclusion that is it. So yeah, that'll do it. I have been your host as ever, Peppermint8, joined once more by the Obsidian Nook. May you have a happy Halloween from our house to you. This sounds more like Christmas. From our family to yours. Smitten has had 2 of his teeth pulled out and lost 6 at some point. Don't ask how.
Apparently, because I asked the vet, and because how we lose teeth, we'd find them. And
He's either swallowed them or they fell out.
He's either swallowed at some point they've come out in his duty, or she said something about they can dissolve. And I'm sitting here now and I'm like, how the fuck does that work?
What if he's got acid like aliens? Anyway, yeah. So he's fine, which is good.
He's very spaced out.
He is off his fucking tits. He'll be a bit better tomorrow. But yeah, everyone else is fine. From our furry family to your normal family, happy Christmas / Halloween. I don't know.
Okay.
We'll go back to normal films. I've got one with Morgan coming out next in a couple of days.
Oh my god, is that the one I think it is?
Is the one that yeah, I won't spoil it, but yeah. But yeah, I've got that one coming out, and then we'll go back to films that aren't necessarily horror. Probably a break from horror, unless it's something particularly special, because we've done spooky-ish films.
Well, we said we wanted to do, what was it, cats versus dog with that crazy white cat.
Yeah, if we can find it.
I can't remember.
I can't either. But possibly stay tuned for that. We'll probably do that at some point. We'll do some other stuff. But we may have a break from horror unless I am in the mood to do something. I've got 2 foreign language films I want to try and do, but subtitles makes it basically impossible for you. We'll see. We'll see what happens. You never know what the future holds. I don't know. Anyway, her links are in the description alongside all of mine. Happy Halloween, and we'll see you next time.